The Ugly Girl Without Teeth. An ugly girl without teeth. There lived a mother and her daughter. The mother would go out to work and bring back food. Naturally, the daughter stayed at home. Why, you ask? Because she was excessively unattractive. She had a very unappealing appearance and even lacked teeth, making her truly difficult to look at. The mother didn't want her daughter to go out because she was afraid people would make fun of her due to her looks. One day, the mother prepared a dish similar to Korean sausages Sunday and went out to work. It was the daughter's usual task to take care of the house while the mother was away. The daughter ate one piece of the dish every 30 minutes. By the time the mother returned home in the evening, all the food was gone. When the mother, who was very hungry, went to the dish that had been prepared, she found that not a single piece was left. "Where did it all go?" she asked her daughter. "I ate it all, Mom." "All of it? Was that all of it?" The mother was astonished. How could she have eaten all that was piled up on the plate? The mother began to mutter to herself. "All of it? All of it? All of it, really?" She kept repeating these words. While cleaning the backyard and washing dishes, water overflowed onto the street. The mother had spilled the water because she was so lost in her thoughts. "All of it, really? All of it? So that's all." At that moment, a prince passing by asked the mother, "Madam, what does all mean?" The mother came to her senses. "Well, how should I explain this? I went out to work early in the morning and gave my daughter 3 kilograms of wool to spin into yarn. When I returned, she had spun all that wool. Doing such a vast amount of work in one day is truly remarkable. So that's why I was saying she did all of that." The prince then said, "If that's the case, your daughter must be very clever. A girl like that would be perfect for me." To this, the mother replied, "Do as you wish. You can have my daughter, but there is one condition. You must create a box, put her inside it, and make holes at the top to allow air to flow in. That's the condition." The prince locks the lock with the 2 keys and takes the box with him. "You will have 1 key, and I will use the other key to lock the box. Then carry the box away." The prince agreed. "Good. On these terms I give my daughter to you so that no one may see my daughter. It's very dangerous." However, the prince understood his mother's words, contrary to the truth. "I thought it was because this daughter was so beautiful." So the prince agreed. The prince returned to the palace and told his father everything. "That's why I want to marry that woman's daughter." With these words, the king, "It'll be okay. I will get married as soon as I feel like it." He sent someone to give money to the mother and make clothes for the daughter. I decided on a day and brought my daughter in a box. However, when the groom takes the bride away, it is a custom for relatives and congratulatory guests to throw taffy at the couple. However, there was a hole in the box containing the bride, so the taffy and figs that people threw fell into the box. The priest picked it up and put it in his mouth. However, since it had no teeth, it could not bite and eat, but could only suck. The groom returned to his room after dinner, but since he still had the key, he had left the box closed with the bride inside. He came and opened the room and opened the lid of the box. Then the bride became so ugly that the groom could not even look at her. He quickly closed the lid of the box, locked the door, went out and said this to the 5 guards who were there. "Take that box out of the street and throw it in the field." "Yes, I understand." He was a prince, so he had to follow his orders no matter what. Late at night, without their father, the king, knowing, they carried the box and went out. They came all the way out of the street and ended up abandoning it in the middle of the field. In this way, they killed the prince while he was sleeping. In the morning, the new groom woke up alone. My wife was nowhere to be found. Father and mother, "How is the new bride?" Ask. He doesn't know. I just answer, over and over again, "Where is the bride?" Even if I ask, it's just, "I don't know," was all he could say. The son of the demon king was also gravely ill. For several years, he had a kind of boil in his throat that no doctor could cut out. If they made a mistake, they could easily injure his throat, leaving him either unable to speak or dead, so no doctor could cure the Demon King's son's illness. He hated even being alive. The king hated seeing his son like that. Go away, don't come near me. I'm sick of it too. You're always whining and complaining about being sick.
The Bride in the Box, a tale of transformation and inner beauty. He decided to leave the city and headed towards the fields. There, he saw something that looked like a box. He approached the box and eavesdropped. Inside the box was a woman who was making a slurp, slurp, slurp sound, so he asked, "Who's in there?" "Yes, it's me," she replied. "Who are you?" "I'm the king's bride." "Then why are you abandoned here?" "Why? Because I'm very ugly." "But what are you doing in there?" "I'm sucking on a candy." "Huh? I don't have any teeth." So the demon prince laughed loudly. How could a new bride not have any teeth? The more he thought about it, the funnier it seemed. He kept laughing. He rolled around on the ground, laughing. He laughed so hard that the wound in his throat burst open. The excessive laughter caused it to burst, and pus gushed out. Blood and pus came out at the same time. Since the demon prince hadn't been able to sleep for a long time because of the wound, the burst wound, pus, and lack of pain made him feel refreshed, and he fell into a deep sleep right there. He doesn't know how long he slept. When he woke up, the bride was still making slurping sounds inside the box, sucking on candy and figs. The demon prince went closer to the box and said, "You've done me a great service." The boil burst on its own, and I laughed so much that it's already healed. If there's anything you want, just ask. Anything in this world, be it money, diamonds, or even heels, just make a wish. Anything in this world that you desire, no matter how great, I shall give you. It's only fair, considering you've cured me. "All right," she replied. "I'll go back now and tell my father. He'll bring you whatever you need." While he went to tell his father, she began to think about her wish. What should I wish for? What would be good to wish for? My husband has all the money in the world, being the king. What I really need is beauty. I have to become beautiful. And I must be intelligent and skillful. I need to be exceptionally beautiful. Just then, the demon prince returned with his father. The demon prince's father, the demon king himself, offered to grant her any wish. She said, "I don't need that much. I just want to be more beautiful than any other lady in the world. I want to be lovely, with beautiful teeth and a beautiful figure, and to be intelligent. That's my wish." No sooner had she finished speaking than she was transformed into a beauty. She was still in the box, dressed as a bride, but now she was a stunning beauty, and she was given a single strand of hair. She was told that whenever she was in trouble or worried, she could attach the hair to her head, and they would appear and grant her wish. In other words, the demons would be at her service. "All right," she said. Meanwhile, the king and queen kept asking their son, "Where is your wife? Where is the bride?" The son was reluctant to admit that he had already discarded her. Days passed, but the king and queen persisted in their inquiries. Finally, he confessed, "What was I supposed to do? I went back to the room and opened the box. The woman was so ugly that I had my guards take her away and abandon her in the field." His parents replied, "What you did was wrong. How could you have thought she was ugly? It was probably just your imagination. You must have thought that, didn't you? Send someone to bring the box back. Open the box, and if what you say is true, call us. If she is truly as hideous as you say, then she is not suitable for you or for me. In that case, we would be justified in killing her. We could throw her into the sea. It was wrong to leave her in the field without food or water." "Very well," he said, sending a servant on an errand. "Go and fetch the box." Once the box was brought back into the room, he entered. Without turning on the lights or lighting a candle, the room was illuminated by the light shining through the holes in the box. She was that beautiful. Her hair was like spun gold, her crown was studded with diamonds, and her clothes seemed to glow. She was exceptionally beautiful. There was no other woman as beautiful in the world. He was so startled, he nearly fainted. When he gently opened the lid of the box, he saw such beauty. "What is this?" he exclaimed. "Did I see wrong, or was I simply imagining things?" She replied, "No, you were just mistaken. To think that you found me ugly. You must have been dreaming. You should know why my mother said everything, everything, and why she asked for a box. It was because she feared someone might take me away from you." He immediately rushed to her, embraced her, and kissed her, begging for her forgiveness. The next morning, everyone woke up feeling happy and joyful. They were all delighted to have such a beautiful new bride. Her mother was summoned, and the bride told her everything. She even had a maid assigned to her mother. Thanks to the beauty and intelligence of this young woman, everyone was greatly honored. And with it came great joy and happiness. 이 이야기는 여러 교훈은 첫째, 겉모습에 의존하지 말라. 딸은 처음에는 못생겼다고 여겨졌지만 결국 아름다움과 지혜를 얻게 되었습니다. 이는 사람의 가치를 외모로만 판단해서는 안 된다는 것을 말해줍니다. 두 번째, 자신감을 가져라. 딸은 외모에 대한 자격지심을 가졌지만 자신을 믿고 상황을 극복했습니다. 세 번째, 행복은 내면에서 나온다. 아름다움과 외모보다는 사람의 진정한 가치는 내면에서 나온다는 교훈을 전합니다. 마지막으로, 긍정적인 변화는 언제든 가능하다. 딸은 긍정적인 태도로 인생의 전환점을 맞이하였고, 이는 누구나 긍정적인 변화를 이룰 수 있다는 메시지를 줍니다.